Namaskaram. Namaskaram. I know this is a group of students with varied languages, right? How many of you are Keralites? Okay, majority. Other than Kerala? Very few. I was asking, what's your name? Louder. Harika. Harika was the one who was contacting me constantly. And thank you for this opportunity. Basically because one of my close associate friend who studied masters together in Cochin University was one of the person who laid the computer center in NIT. He served here almost 40 years. 1986 he joined, 1986. So it's 40 years. Last year he retired. And my daughter-in-law is an ex-student of NIT Calicut. My son got married to somebody who did civil engineering in NIT. And she's a data scientist in US now. My son is a mechanical engineering from Hyderabad. We are from same place. And now he works with the National Laboratory. National Laboratory means equivalent to Department of Atomic Energy of India. It's called Oak Ridge Labs. I wish all of you keep writing or taking notes. Otherwise, refer to this video, which I am recording. Will be on my YouTube later. Okay. Otherwise, it is nice to be in a conference or lecture hall where you will hear, but every bit of information becomes a knowledge. Information becomes a knowledge only when you make it yours. Information is available everywhere, but what is lacking is knowledge. Correct? So, Oak Ridge Lab. So, a mechanical engineer can jump into chemical engineering and learn about nuclear and get a job. And my daughter-in-law is a data scientist after civil engineering. And her father was also a student here, electrical engineering. Got it? Just now I was talking about Ananda Technologies. The owner of one of the 40% of India's space programs owned by a private company who makes spare part business. He was a NIT student, Calicut. Understood? So I am so privileged that I am standing here in front of you on this day, 25th October 2025, right? So we'll see 2025, October 25. That's how I number my videos. So 25 will be a video which will mark on a topic which is beyond space. Who gave the welcome speech? You, yeah. She said I should connect to. So I pick up points from what you speak generally. So I have got a lot of papers. I am not opening anything. Because she asked me to speak something else, right? You know what is my original department where I am working from? You read it, but I want to know whether you learned it. Which department DrTPS belongs to? Louder. I don't want a blah 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 class, I want interaction. I am a teacher basically, not a speaker. Tell me. Which is my department? Which department I belongs to? Louder, somebody. Where did I work? Huh? Where did I work? ISRO. ISRO is space, right? You know what is the Sanskrit or Malayalam word for space? That's called Gham. What is it? Gham. What is the word? Okay. When you put prefix su, sukham. When you put du, dukkham. Are you getting? So where is space? Inside your manas. Correct or not? So what is beyond space? We all learn quite a lot. About space also we learn. But where do you keep all this? In the Uttar Pradesh? Then you will write exam and after that you will forget. But where should you keep your knowledge? Where is your mother kept inside you? Where? Where is your boyfriend or girlfriend kept inside? Where is it? Inside your heart is a bad English word. Manas. When you use heart, medical college people will not agree. Understood? So it's a manas. What is manas? It's a software which you cannot show. This is the backup media, like a hardware. So what is gum? Gum is a space inside each one of us where we fill what we like or what we hate. So that's beyond space. Correct? So why did I join a space department? Is it passion? No, not at all. He was just asking me. He wanted to join space department. I said, don't join. We have a IAST, Indian Institute of? Yeah, the first paper I wrote, IAST can be started in Thiruvananthapuram. But I don't think any space scientist kids joined there to learn. IAST started because I was working with the headquarters in ISRO. That time, Madhavan Nair told that we have some vacant space, what we can start. And so many people leave ISRO. How to retain them? Teach something which cannot be used anywhere else. You understood how do I retain somebody? Teach them only that subject. Department of Atomic Energy, most of the people don't leave. Because they only do that, it cannot be done in some private company. Understood? Similarly, space was also like that. But space we do a lot of different. It's like an avial. Geography people can. Those who don't know Malayalam, you ask your friend what is avial. All the pieces will be there in the vegetable which is not used in any other curries. So we have all the people. I'm a mathematician, jumped into space. What is my background? I'm a fluid mechanics man. So I thought I will be able to use my fluid mechanics on rocketry and all that. But I was put in an image processing department. So what do I do? Nothing with the fluid mechanics. So I started my programming. So I must have used all the languages in this world. You name that language, I must have done some programming. So I purchased all the best missions in Department of Space. The reason is the Department of Space rule is written by, you may not know the name when I speak, but ask your parents, they will know. The rule of Department of Space is written by T.N. Sheshan. T.N. Sheshan is a great Indian administrative officer who was election commissioner and who made electronic voting machine compulsory in India. He was with the Space Department. He wrote the rule saying scientist need not put signature, he is free to work. So I never signed an attendance register in 20 years in my office. But now they are compulsory. I did a survey on how department should work and then made a report, and that report is IAST today in Thiruvananthapuram. We should start our own institute. There are a lot of aerodynamics happens, little bit of image processing happens. So every branch of what we use, from rocketry to propellant to fuel system to up to image processing. Ultimately, it's all image processing. You are all using Google Map today. 20 years back? No. 1985, when I went to Hong Kong, the student who came to pick me up from the airport, he lost the way. He was using Google Map. 40 years back. Now, 20 years back, we started using today. Correct? In Kargil War, I gave all the maps to the soldiers. So we kept using maps, creating maps equivalent to Google Map. So the progress in all science and technology, which she was mentioning, I must mention that development in the progress, right? Do you know when first Prime Minister of India? He came from Delhi to Chennai, flown from Delhi to Chennai to inaugurate assembling of a watch by HMT. Not making watch. All the spare part used to come from Japan, putting them together in a box. To inaugurate that, Prime Minister travelled. So you can imagine last 50 years how India progressed today, right? So you must imagine the development which happens today. I am so thrilled when I got the invitation. I don't know how did they select me, by mistake probably. Okay. And I really got the essence of the word tattva. What is tattva means? She is looking at him. This is what happens, right? All girls stand up. If I say, they will look beside you. Oh, these are girls, then I am. No. Don't look here and there. Immediately answer should come. What is tattva means? It's called the essence. Tattva means the essence, right? Essence means which is the ultimate truth. Which is the densified knowledge. That's tattva. Tattva is the real philosophy. I am a philosopher. You can look at DrTPS. Many lectures in North India, they think I am a philosophy professor. Okay, on philosophy day, I am called in most of the North Indian universities. Because philosophy is the ultimate. In any subject, all the scientists, even if you look at Kalam, what happened? Kalam is a scientist of which branch? Not space, because he left space after 18 years. Then become DRDO. All missiles are only propellant used in what is used in the PSLV or GSLV, correct? So same thing he used in small vehicle, started putting instead of camera in the front, he put bomb there, he became a missile man. You understand the difference? So you get experience in somewhere, what you should do? Reuse it somewhere else. So space have given lot of such facilities. And Kalam made lot of such things to happen. That's why I said beyond space. Material science, all the space, small spare parts. The camera is made in Space Application Center. In 1989-90, I was in Ahmedabad in Space Application Center. So what do? They make camera. How big is a camera which goes to space to take picture? This size? No. This is 3.5 mm. In your mobile, what is the focal length? Is the thickness of the mobile. That's it, right? Not bigger than that. And here it is bigger because you have got a 3.5 centimeter. But satellite will have 3.5 meter. So it's as big as this stage. A camera is as big as this stage. You can go inside and work. I have gone inside the camera which goes onto the top. But when such a big thing is made, when it goes to space, it will be too heavy, right? So what do you have to do? Light weight material, number one. Number two, it shouldn't have too much of magnetism. Become big problem. Most of the metal is magnetic, right? So you need some non-magnetic. And where is the application now? Kalam took it. It's internationally done. But in India, Kalam took that material to where? Medical science. Assume that somebody's bone is broken and they have put a metal. You know that they put metal, right? Assume that is a magnetic metal. What will happen? When some magnet comes, his leg will go there, right? He'll have to pull it back. So it has to be non-magnetic. It has to be lightweight. So whatever we use in space department is used in medical science also. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it is not one development of something which happens will get into that, it will get into something else also. So how does it happen? Kalam is very famous for dreams. Correct? He has a great book. All Kalam's book, bottom there will be another name, that also you should read, right? So you will see Y.S. Rajan. He was the scientific secretary for ISRO. He also helps him to write books. Okay. So what is essentially required for all of you to become great, or you want to go beyond space? See, what is the difference between a human being and an animal? What is the difference? Tell me, think, speak. Eh? They don't think. You look at a dog, it will think before barking whether this is my master or this is an animal, this is a thief. Big brain. What is the difference? I'll tell you basic difference. No dog will stand and speak like this, and no lot of dogs would not sit and listen to them. Retaining knowledge, collecting knowledge, documenting it and spreading, and that is human being. Nature of human being. Ahara, you understand what is ahara? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunani samani chaitani nirnam pashunam nanam naranam adhiko vishesho nane bihina pashubis samana. Aharam, you all understand, right? Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Then nidra, all of you have more in your classrooms. Bhayam, who doesn't have bhayam? Kerala, it is so horrible, no? If too much of traffic, we have bhayam. If no traffic, more bhayam, because that can be a hartal day. Correct? So any day is a problem. Bhayam. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunani. Maithunam is sex. Samani chaitani nranam pashunam. Equal for animal and human being. Those days when it is written, not now. Now extra for human being, all this. Nanam naranam adigo vishesho. Knowledge is extra to human being. How do you get knowledge? What is the degree all of you get? BTech. You understand what is technology? What is technology? I am a man of science and I became a scientist, and you are technology. What do you become? Technologist? So what is technology and science, the difference? You have a degree, BTech, you should at least know the meaning of that today. Technology means, what is the difference? Earlier it was all BE, then they changed to BTech. Earlier it was engineering, and some colleges will write engineering and technology. Thought about the difference? All of you should keep learning from www. What is www? No. Where, when, why, what, how. Keep on asking this question. Okay. Ask this question. Then you will know. Probably you will know. If Google knows. Right? But in Bharatiya Sankalpa, in Indian knowledge system, it says B means bachelor. Correct? So what is bachelor? That you know? So you are going to get a degree which says you are a bachelor. Keep asking a question, are you really bachelor? Many colleges, I must have visited 10,000s of engineering colleges. I keep saying, many colleges there is campus selection. Yeah, every girl selects a boy, or every boy selects a girl. That is campus selection. The first year itself they keep selecting. They make their own island. And they get disconnected to most of the people and become desperate at the end. And most of the private universities and colleges, the fight happens because girls are very cunning. They'll make the boys to fight. And most of the time the fight happens between the boyfriends of one single girl. They will say, like Kurukshetra earlier, you fight and decide who is more stronger, I will love you later. Why? Bachelor doesn't mean that married and unmarried. Bachelor means brahmachari. What is brahmachari? Not that Mammootty's movie. What is brahmachari? Brahma inside you keeps moving. Charanam means movement. Ask Telugu people, they'll tell you. Okay, so charanam means movement. So you should have movement of your Brahmam. What is your Brahmam? Hridaya, repeat, Hridaya. You have Hridayam or given to somebody else? Then heart attack will come. Hridaya, Guhara. Madhye. Inside your Hridaya, open inside, you will see in center of that Kevalam Brahma Matram. Who is Brahma? Don't think that Indian god and goddesses, right? I am a spiritual man, I am not a religious man. I don't go to temples. What is Brahma? Brahma is the god of creativity. Not creation, creativity. Right? So if you have creativity inside you, what will happen? You will start asking questions. So where the question comes from? The inner space in each one of you. And that is why the Department of Space came. When there is a thunder and lightning, no dog will ask why, how. Will they ask? Who will ask? Human being will ask. And we started searching for the answers. Not now. When it happened? Long back. The space is not known today. It is known long back. Why? Because they were dreaming more and more. You're all learning chemistry at some end. In the first year you must have learned, right? What is chemistry talks about? Atom. Yes or no? Have you seen an atom in your life? None of your chemistry teachers showed you atom. No? How many of your chemical engineering students? Lift your hands. You are half chemical or you are doubtful. Lift full hand. And you have not seen chemical engineering students. I have not seen atom. Shall I show you atom now without a telescope or microscope? Shall I? You take your hair, the thickness of the hair, cut that, it will be 300 atoms. Take the hair, in the same thickness of the hair, you cut the length and breadth. It becomes a 1 pixel. Right? That is how many atoms? 300 atoms. Got it? When the whole room is dark, you put a projector, you will see particles moving. Have you seen that particle? You take a bucket of water, put a torchlight, you will see particle moving. That's exactly the hair thickness, which is cut in the hair length. Okay, that's called Rajaha. What is it called? Rajaha. Jalandara gade bhanau yat sushmam drishyate rajaha tasya trimshattamo bhagaha. Divide that into 300 pieces. That is what an atom is. So are you able to imagine that cut into 300 pieces now? Some of you are not able to, right? So one more sloka is there. Nani nam DrTPS. If your buddhi is working, you will be able to imagine. If you are not able to imagine, that means your buddhi is not working. Now are you able to imagine? You will see. Correct. So the dream is something which you keep imagining. Why am I saying this? We never know what the space is. But why am I saying atom here? Inside an atom you have a nucleus and you have lot of electrons going around it, right? Yes or no? Say Yes or no? Let me not ask you again. Yes or no? When I ask you a question, immediately say yes. So you have a nucleus, lot of electrons going around it. Yes? So my question is, you draw orbit, whether space is more or matter is more. Now you have in your body so many cells in biology. Go up to 10 power minus 6 biology, it becomes microbiology. 10 power minus 9, no biology. No nanobiology, it is only nanotechnology. So the biology became physics. Technology is physics, right? You're all technologists. So where do technology comes? Science. First experiment becomes engineering. I am modeling something, it becomes engineering. Aircraft engineering. When you make many number of products, it becomes technology. Are you getting? Got it? One of my niece who did BDS. So I keep making fun of them, saying that no, tomorrow a lot of BDS people are there and you will not get a job. What do? I used to make fun of her. So I was director in academic staff college at that time when she was doing BDS in Calicut Medical College. Now she is a nanotechnology scientist in Cambridge with 17 patents, visited 42 countries for giving lectures. Same medical college, Calicut Medical College. So how did then this turned into nanotechnology? Because biology Zoom further, 10 power minus 9, 10 power minus 6 is microbiology, 10 power minus 9 is nanotechnology, get into physics, 10 power minus 13 becomes chemistry, atom size. Are you getting? So what is there in atom? Matter or space? Space. So beyond space. And how do you know? You don't require a microscope to see. Look at space, there are stars. All of them are going around. The sun is in the center. All the planets are going around. In which speed? Same speed as an electron goes around a neutron. Same speed the planets goes around the sun. Same spinning, same twisting, everything happens same. Circumambulation, circulation, everything same. Who asked them to go like this? Where is the energy? You know where is the energy which they get? Where is the earth getting energy where it is moving very fast? In what speed? All of you compute. 6200 is the not radius, not ellipse, not major axis, semi-minor axis, the geoid. It's a very bad shape. Okay, where ups and downs are there. But we draw mathematically like a geoid. And then that revolves. How much? 360, no, degrees it goes. 6200 multiplied by 2 pi. Are you getting? That much length it is going, circumference it is moving in 24 hours. So you can imagine what speed it goes? 15,000 km per hour. Can you imagine that speed? And we are standing on that. Why are we not flying away? Because the gravity pulls us, right? And same gravity pulled by many other planets together is what is making the capital G which you learn, universal gravity. Correct? Akrishti shaktistu mahitaya yadghastvam swabhimukam swashaktya agrishyate etc. etc. Padattvayam K. The sloka says at the end, it cannot fall, it can only keep on rotating because many people are pulling from here and there. So it keeps rotating. So who understood gravity? Who understood circumambulation? Who understood Kepler's theorem? 1500 years before Newton and Kepler, Indian scientists wrote this. So it's all with the dreams. You don't require a lot of metal items in your laboratory. Imagination. So all of you can go beyond gravity. And all of you as a youth, when you have got that gravity inside you, the tattva inside you, the philosophy inside you, the cosmos, the whole thing, where is it residing? Not outside, it is inside each one of you. Are you getting what I am saying? Somebody says 7 wonders. No, there is only one wonder, that's our manas. We can see all these, and there is only one remote sensing equipment. Which is the remote sensing equipment? Eye. And 2-dimensional, it gives you stereo vision. What a great mission is this. All of you raise your hands. Take it back and say well done. Don't look at the mirror and say my life is waste. Understood? Millions of sperm from the father. Millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg, and only one sperm take birth, and that's me. How many did not take birth? Millions of them. Who are they? My unborn brothers and sisters. The poet is DrTPS. Okay. And this is the clue which all of you must have seen a beautiful movie, 3 Idiots. And the theme of that 3 Idiots is from my poetry. That's because one Keralite was a teacher for Amir Khan. And he took my book, explained in the classroom, he got, yeah, I got an idea. And that's how 3 Idiots movie came. And you can see on the podium, somebody was giving a lecture, all the audience were laughing. You remember that scene? In which, what he was chanting, the original one is what I chanted. And second one is Acharyat Padamadate Padam Shishyasamedeya Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya Padam Kalakramenacha. Acharyat Padamadate. From a Acharya, from a practitioner, you learn so many things from the professional. 25%. 25% in your imagination. So where is the imagination happens? In your dreams, in your thoughts. Got it? So the space is very vast. I don't think anybody can teach you. You should start thinking about it. Think and become tank. You know what is tank? Tank means become tired. Think and become tank. Hindi word. So when you become tank, think you want to say, kya hota hai? Think. And then become tank. Become tired. Then wake up in the morning, you will get some theory. That's how you get. So it's a dream which makes you from the vast world to vaster and vaster thinking. Recently I went to one of the observatory. I will not tell the name. One of my students from Cochin joined there, so I went there. It is close to Rajasthan and Gujarat border. Google. If you are interested in beyond space, that's where you should find out where the place is. And when I went there, I saw the telescopes, and then I was one day there. Yeah, somebody started. It's called Mount Abu. Okay. And Mount Abu, don't Google Mount Abu. Now look at the history of Mount Abu. You will see that is where the Yaga Yatna for Ramayana happened. So how did they select a point where everything is clean and it can influence the world? And there we created one observatory today. India's best observatory point is Mount Abu. If you are interested in space, they are the places where you have to work. Got it? And biggest telescope, who was the man of space, astrophysics in India? Vasant Narlekar. He is no more. You know, when Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India, Narlekar was in US. He was almost to get a Nobel Prize. Rajiv Gandhi invited him. All the great scientists were invited back to India by Nehru to Rajiv Gandhi. So that time when Sam Petroda was invited during that time, the man of electronics. Narlekar came, I sat in Narlekar's class like this. One of the greatest scientists. He was asked which university, which academic institution you want to become director. He said, I don't want to become director of an institute. Give me a place, I will make my institute myself. So he made Indian Institute of Astrophysics. That's in Pune. There's huge telescope. So all of them wanted to see not the space, the vaster and vaster space, so that you can bridge the gap between the imagination, the science and the application, the purpose. And that requires a lot of spirit, and spirit which goes probably infinite number of thought process should happen in each one of you. If that is not there, you will be in soup. Nothing will happen in the world. So now imagine if you look at all the satellite launching calendar. In the website you will see a lot of calendars. And in which when you look at the calendar, you will see every day there are a lot of countries, lot of satellite, lot of launching happens. Are we competing with somebody else? No, never. ISRO has got lot of handshake between different countries in the world. When I joined, we never had a satellite picture which can be used for our purposes. So I was using eSpace, European space, French satellite data. That's what I used in the beginning. Then I got Russian satellite data. And then Indian satellite data became usable for our applications. So it's a world of collaboration, no competition. In any world, don't think that we are competing. It's all collaboration. All of you should also work like that. I remember in NIT Hamirpur, long back, I gave a project. Building a satellite was a project given to NIT. So I used to go there. All students, mechanical, electrical, every branch used to be there. 50 students each. They didn't make a satellite, but all of them learned different aspects of making satellite. All of them got into good placements. So what is required is you should have a large project taken to know what the world is looking at today. Use all the organisms of different things. That's how Apollo mission cannot be done by few people, right? Do you think it's possible? No. And now you go to that, the latest is Artemis. If you look at Apollo to Artemis, all that telescope to even China's rockets, lunar mission of India, SpaceX, reusable, available satellites today, all of them are made by, or even India's Chandrayaan or Aditya. It cannot be done by one person. Probably the rover is made by somebody else, the wheel is made by somebody else, sensor is made by somebody else. And the image which comes is processed by my wife. She was director of one of the center. That is where we found where is the up and down in the moon. You understood? And that time my wife wrote a beautiful poetry. Now no poet can write Chandramukhi. You know what is Chandramukhi? Your face looks like a moon. Earlier moon was very beautiful, right? Now we found that there is a lot of ditch and bumps. So if you have more pimple, you can be called as Chandramukhi now. So imagination goes with your knowledge. If you have more knowledge, you will get more refined. Therefore, where did I start? Brahma. Correct or not? Who is Brahma's wife? Saraswati. So you have more knowledge, Brahma will get refined. Your Brahma gets refined, your Saraswati will get refined. So both should work together. And who connects this? That's your humility, your realization, looking at the utility, applications, all that is essential. That's why the most powerful sun represents Rama. Who is his wife? Sita, the ground. Even sun's power will be seen only when it is on the ground. Each seed grows only with the sun's blessings, right? Are you getting what I'm saying? So joining together, learning together makes a lot of difference. So look at the space department is a department which always connects the humanity. Why? When you go to the space and look down, the earth looks single entity. There is no country-wise division. Correct? So from the space, what are you looking at? You are looking at earth, but not China. You cannot put just Chinese glass and then say only China I will see, only India I will see, right? From the space, what do you see? So space programs are what connects people each other. So there is a lot of humanitarian aspects when you become a space scientist. Though countries may be fighting each other, but in space all of us work together. We have got INSAT. INSAT is what connects to all the places, right? And we also use ArabSat. All that antenna which is here, we telecast something, it goes to INSAT, goes to the Hong Kong. From Hong Kong it goes to their satellite. That is how earlier connections were. Now it's all fiber optics cables. But earlier the connection was all satellite based. So there is no race between. The other day I was talking to the students in Nigeria. I was telling them we are not separated by the ocean. We are connected by the trade which happens in the ocean. It's not the wave which makes difference, but it's the trade that connects both of us. Understood? So look at opportunities, what is required for you, and that gateway is infinite. You think what you want to do, there is some possibility in this world to work with what you want to do. Not at all impossible for getting things in your hand. And that is why ISRO scientists like Kalam is not even recognized in India, in the whole world. Vikram Sarabhai has got a name in the whole world. And he learned not in India, he learned in America. Got it? Most of our, Homi J. Baba, they were all in America. Most of the collaboration happens from learning from all the different parts of the world. That's what is called soft power. What's it called? Soft power. You educate somebody from different country, they become your close friends. And it's not, see in space department, you know when we make one rocket, assume that one nut is not working. Do you think the whole project will delay? Why? Because each nut and bolt, 20 spares are made always. not one. Each lens is made multiple number. If something breaks, you cannot delay the launch. So what happens? One rocket is made? No. How many rockets will be ready to make? Immediately, if a failure happens, immediately we can make many. So it's not the budget which matters in space. I remember when Chandrayaan was launched, I was sitting in Delhi, all in the radio, questions used to come. हम भूखा मर रहा है, आप क्यों पैसा बर्बाद कर रहा है ऐसे? Why are you spending money when we are all starving here? And my answer was, Taj Mahal is not built because India is rich. Correct? We don't build houses when we become rich. We take a loan and build houses. What for? That's a prestige of tomorrow, right? So keep tightening your Madhya Pradesh, make your Uttar Pradesh to go further and further, make as best as you can in the world, and people will give respect. Don't think today Modi is getting respect from different parts of the world because the party is famous. It's because India has done great in science and technology. The respect which India gets is because India has a stand in the science and technology. You know that no medical colleges, no hospitals in America can run if all Indians comes back. Everywhere you will see. I've been to many places. Every place is run by Germany. You go, all the nurses are Indians. All the medical departments are run in different part of the world by Indians. So that's our ability. So we work beyond space, beyond the territory. It is not that we are working for ISRO mission. We are working for the knowledge which can be spread in the whole world. Today we launch lot of payloads which are given from different parts of the world using our vehicle. What a great ability which we have. So I told you we have a great heritage, we had great knowledge, and we can reach not to the 200 kilometer where the space labs is made, not 800 kilometer when I joined, satellites were in 800 kilometer remote sensing, not 3000 kilometer far, 36,000 kilometer far INSAT satellites, or the 20,000 kilometer GPS. No, it goes beyond the galaxies. Now we are looking at Mars, Jupiter. When you look, that's what I said, all where we are looking at, where the first step happens, in somebody's inner space. So we are looking for outer space, but the first thought should come from inner space. So whether you belong to electronics, mechanical, civil, electrical, doesn't matter. Your thought should go beyond space. I suggest all of you to look at your subject, where is it related? I'm a mathematician. Basically, I'm a mathematician. So yesterday, who came to pick me up, I asked him which branch you belongs to. He said chemical engineering. My first paper got published in chemical engineering journal. So I'm a chemical engineering man. Right? And the other boy who was with me, I asked which department he belongs to. Civil engineering. I said, I am doing mapping from space. So mapping is all theodolite also I used. So don't get stuck to your branch. What you should do? Go beyond your branch. Limitless learning. Today is that world where anybody can learn anything, and it is interdisciplinary programs. And space department can never do anything without this interdisciplinary work. How many of you have seen the Martian movie? Beautiful movie. It's only a concept. Correct? That concept will tell you, you have to have the eye to look beyond the stars. Not for wondering that, oh, I am alone on this planet. No, we are part of the great galaxy. Reflect that into you. Where the reflection happens? Manas. You know who told this? Calicut can become proud. I am the Vice Chancellor of a university, which you missed. Vice Chancellor of a university, and that is in the name of Adi Shankara. And Adi Shankara stands for man who understood the philosophy of the human being. And he says, manam, repeat, manam. Manam means manas. Manam, darpana, samanam. Mind is like a mirror. So you should reflect whatever happens inside you. You get knowledge, reflect it. Whether you want to make it convex reflection or concave, that's up to you. You want to expand your knowledge, or you want to make it densified and keep it inside you. And what happens is, the universe will start awakening inside you. The universe will start awakening inside you. That's what we call it as consciousness. And that consciousness is the energy within each one of us. And that is what makes all our DNA pattern to work the way it has to work. The DNA works the way it has to work. Who dictates that? Nobody knows. There is a matter which is called DNA. Fingerprint analysis, CCMB, is very close to my house in Hyderabad, Tarnaka. The director and me were together on some mini committees those days. So I keep saying, you learn only the matter, but a day will come you will become more conscious about what makes it to work. And we have a Upanishad mantra, it says, Ena chakshusha na pashyanti, ena chakshunshi pashyati. The cell in my eye is not different, it's the cell. But cell doesn't see. Do the cell is able to see? No. Then how is it seeing? There is a consciousness inside which makes you to see. What are you? You are a student, right? Is there something called a student inside you? You are a daughter, you are a son, you are a brother. But in a place when you stay, you become a student. When I sit there, I become a student. When I stand here, I become a teacher. We are all playing drama. Is it not? If we can play the drama well, we say, this man has achieved consciousness. If you don't play the role well, what do we say? Senseless fellow, right? And that senseless is not being conscious. You are not conscious of where are you sitting, where are you doing, what are you doing, then you are a senseless fellow. So what is sense? Being conscious is being more senseful. Are you getting what I'm saying? If not, listen to this again and again. And that comes with the science and spirituality mixed together. And that is what is beyond space. It is not the matter. Ask the question why, where, when, how. It will give you some knowledge that cannot be seen by telescope, but it can be seen with a lot of other things. Now I am in NIT, which is a land, which is Kerala, and which looked beyond what it is possible. We have got a maritime, all the coastal region, one of the most ancient place, Kodungalur. If outside Kerala you have not seen, you must go and see the first mosque which is established in Kodungalur. My house is both in Kannur, that's where I am coming from. How many of you are from Kannur? Yeah, I am from Kannur. Taliparamba, go inside, look, go to Google Map, type my name DrTPS. My name is Dr. Dr. TPS. Tallipuli Shashikumar. Okay, no, teachers, parents, students. TPS. Earlier I was in police, I was in RAW. So that time I keep saying I am top police service. Earlier I was in space department, I keep saying temperature, pressure second. Now I am among students in academic, teachers, parents, students. This is what I do. So Musuris is a great place there. Got it? From Musuris in Kodungalur, come very close to that Iringalakuda, that's where my wife is from. You will see a house, Dr. TPS on Google Map. One in Iringalakuda, one in, so anybody from Thrissur, Iringalakuda side? Yeah, I am from Iringalakuda. So there we have a Sangama Grama Madhavan. Heard about it? Who invented or who established the value of pi? You can't say invented. It's not an invention. What is the value of pi? All of you raise your hands. Keep it on your head. Useless fellow. See, pi is a number. If any stupid fellow asks you what is the pi value, the value of pi is pi. It's an irrational number which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. And still when I ask you what is the value of pi, you will say 3.14. That means 314 by 100. 22 by 7. Is it not wrong? Is it not wrong? So value of pi is, what is the value of 1? Don't tell 0.999999, right? So similarly, what is the value of pi? This is how we test people when you come to Indian engineering service. Understood? If you are interested in All India service, look at DrTPS, UPSC, IAS Edge, Civil Service Prelims Handbook. You will get a lot of books. So this is a world where we connected between the mathematics, which is imagination, with a lot of wisdom by Sangamagrama Madhavan. Next village was Kodungalur, where we connected all the Navy to connect the whole world. Can you imagine a place like small Kerala could do this? So we are in a good place, right? Understand there is a lot of things to learn around this world. The same spirit that holds you like a tattva with a principle. The young mind of NIT should have this ability to take this with all knowledge in your AI, probably robotics, probably all that AR, astrophysics, including management. Otherwise your destiny cannot become great. You need to have, I don't know when earlier AICT decided to have management course along with the BTech, but it did not become successful. You have to get curiosity, which keeps growing, and the knowledge discipline should reach to the highest peak. Curiosity should grow. That's how climbing the mountain top. I went to Everest. I went to Himalayas. I go to all the mountains on top. It's not end. You should see where is that next one. So that is how the space works. We are not happy with the moon. Not revolving around the moon. Mars. But all that goes in somebody's mind. So a scientist is one who keeps thinking. And he should have a poetry inside sense. Then only he can become happy. Otherwise a failure will make him to become mad. No. Failure is normal. So don't ever get worried about if I fail, what will happen. 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. No, not for you. For you, 20 points to students, 10 points to teachers. Parents have no role. What is to be done? You should have that thoughts which a scientist can have, that feeling a poet can have, but that doesn't work. More important is being in action, because you're all professionals. Keep that professionalism inside. Make things act on the ground, not just tattva alone. Karma is more important. So let your thoughts become acts, which also serves the humanity with a purpose. And that is what my message. I think I spoke almost 50 minutes. Good enough. Thank you so much. But I don't end a session without questions. If you have time, I will allow you to ask questions. Jai Hind. All the best to each one of you. Thank you so much. Ask me questions if you have. Six, 5. That's how we do launching, right? So if no questions by 0, I will get out of this place. Some questions. Yeah. See, it was almost in September, October time when moon mission happened. And Manorama, you are a Calicut? Yeah, Manorama had a paper heading, Chandranil Vellamundu. What was the title? Chandranil Vellamundu. I was in Jaipur with a Kerala association as a guest of honor. So somebody asked a question, like what you asked. Is there water in moon? Chandranil Vellamundu. That doesn't mean there is water. There is hydrogen, oxygen, there is a chance of water. Particles are there, but mix them together doesn't happen. Understood? But jokingly I said, ഒരു വെള്ളമുണ്ട് അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്, അത് മാധവൻ നായർ അയച്ചു വെച്ചതാണ്. So water is not there. What is there? Hydrogen and oxygen is there. But the percentage of the components of air is not that good to produce water. Understood? Blasting will not make water, right? It needs to have a very specific environment. You know, when submarines, I have gone to the submarines because I was part of inspection team for Navy and all that. Either you go to space 200 kilometer or go little down, the whole chemistry changes. Not just sulfur, oxygen, carbon dioxide can be fit inside. It doesn't work. You know, each 1 inch by 1 inch of your body has got pores. That also breathes, not these two nostrils alone. Understood? So the body will not sustain, our body will not sustain beyond space, no. Beyond 100 kilometer, 140 kilometer is where it will work. Atmosphere is only 140 kilometers. Avaha, pravaha, uddhahastada, paripurvakau, vahav. That's it. Beyond that 140 kilometers, it doesn't work. And every satellite is launched, put it up to 140 kilometers, throw it out, it will go revolving around. Because it goes into universal gravity. We have no control. So, with present knowledge, nowhere in the world, either in this world or the other world, okay, we don't have. Brahmandana Madhye, every temple they keep chanting without knowing the meaning. Brahmandana Madhye, Bharadakande, Bharadavarshe, Meroha Dakshine Parshve, that's how our address is given. Parashurama Deshe, we belong to that Parashurama Desha. So they connect Brahmandam. The whole Brahmandam, there is only one place where we have got the life, that is us. Not that movie, PK movie. Again, Amir Khan, right? I see all the movies. I am very good in movies. Look at DrTPS film. You will see me Telugu movie. Some short movies which I act. I work with the youngsters on making movies and yeah, anybody else? Come on, come fast. You don't get this chance. In life, I will never come back to NIT. Don't worry. I will not disturb you anymore. My guru taught me, don't ever make you useful for anybody in this world. You should become useless. Why? I'm asking you ask questions. That means you should have doubt, right? My intention is you should not have doubts at all. It must be everything clear for you. But I doubt whether everything is clear for you. If you want more on cosmology, cosmosis and all that, look at St. Albert's College Space Day DrTPS. Space Day DrTPS. You will see a YouTube. And that was in St. Albert's College because they have got a MTech in space technology. I gave a lecture. And 2 of the students got them into Mount Abu and all that job. That's on cosmology related activities. Yeah. Should get into good projects in good places to get the world up. If not about space, you can ask me anything also, no problem. Yeah. Louder. See, these are all our imagination. If your imagination works, it wonderful. See, we keep saying Brahma is the man of generation. Okay, Vishnu is the man who makes us to be in action. So Brahma is there, creativity comes, Saraswati becomes part of it. Creativity is what is making you to ask this question, make me to answer this. And Vishnu, the god of action. Wherever action is there, Lakshmi will come. That is why Vishnu's wife is Lakshmi. And what is Shiva's job? Neutron is like Shiva. I am a Samadhi master from Himalayan tradition. Swami Ramas. I am a Samadhi master from Himalayan tradition. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So in Samadhi you reach to Shiva. Who is Shiva? Actually, energy. You can see the most powerful bomb is neutron bomb. Though it is null. So I am justifying what you are saying. Don't ask me where did you get it. I didn't get anywhere. I got it now. Brahma works. Okay. So the Brahma is the one who makes the activity happen. Every energy comes from that. Action comes from electrons only. So probably neutron, proton, electron. That's how it works. And all of us have that in our hand. That's why morning chanting. Look at Nitya Sloka, DrTPS. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. What is this? Money, right? Where does it stay? In our end. Where is your money? In your hand only. It's not in somebody's hand. Where is your knowledge? It's in your hand only. Where is your energy? That's in your hand only. Not in somebody's hand. Decide that everything is in you so you can become more powerful. That's what it is. Any more? Last question? Yeah.
When did you realize that the philosophy and science are not separate and they are related? And how? What's your perspective on how did that change?
See, there is no change. Actually, every subject what you do, at the end what you get is PhD. What is the full form? Doctor of Philosophy. Correct. Then I started searching what is philosophy. Then I realized it is nothing new. But for many people, PhD is not Doctor of Philosophy. Passed with high difficulty. Perspiration, humiliation, degradation. I can give you a lot of expansions like this. Okay. But if you really do a PhD, you will realize most of the scientists were poets. Most of the poets were scientists. Understood? So that happens only when I am a man of physics. If you ask me what's my subject, I am physics. But what is the language in which I can express my physics is maths. You understood? So I am a man of maths and physics. So now I connected with you the whole activity. Now I'll tell you, somebody says, yo, geography is not. I thought yesterday I was sitting and one production engineering from NIT Trichy, trying for civil service for last 4 attempts. Last attempt is next. Then I asked him which subject you took as your elective. In the airport while waiting, he was there. He said geography. So I asked him 10 questions. Not even a single question he could answer. Now let me ask you, in this context of being in space, which is the point on earth which is closest to sun? 500 rupees I will give you, if you give the right answer. Don't Google. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Why? See, most of you must be thinking it is Everest, right? Highest point. Now you see that now equator keeps on revolving like this. So the equator only is the closest place. In equator, which is the highest point? That is the answer for this. This is geography. Is it physics? Yes. Is it maths? Yes. Is it geography? Yes. That is why I took my PhD in fluid mechanics, close to physics, basically a mathematician, but the area I worked is fully geography. Are you getting? Is it something related to history? Yes. I was with the Prime Minister's office working in strategic management. So I have to know the history of the whole world. So what's my subject? I know history. And all of you will write some competitive exams, you fail because you are very, very, very much interested in engineering, but forgot all your history, right? History becomes a mystery for you. It's very simple, relate to your ground. I keep saying that year I took birth, Nehru died. So you know how do I learn? The year I joined our masters, Indira Gandhi died. The year I got my job, Rajiv Gandhi died. Understood? Relate with your life, it becomes so simple to learn. This is how I train my students for competitive exams. Last, I was a professor of mathematics in KL University during the COVID time. My topic was campus to corporate. So what do I teach them? Logical reasoning, analytical skill, mathematical ability, English comprehension is what I do. If you are a good scientist, good engineer, your English is not good. In office there will be 20 people working, but chairman comes, who will speak? Not the best worker, the best speaker. So I became very close to chairman because of that. Because all of them, their English was bad. How did I change my English? Because I am from a small village, studied up to 10th class in a normal school where I failed and thrown out from 8th class from a school being the worst student. So when I came to college, I must learn English. So what did I do? Memorize. I have been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken, I shall be taking. This is how I learned my tenses. Learn. Learning is filling your space. That's why I said space. How much space you have in your hridayam? Infinite. How much you can fill inside? Infinite. How much you can imagine? Infinite. And that can be science, philosophy. And what will happen? All of them will start mixing and then you make your own philosophy. Somebody asked me who is DrTPS role model. You know, now we have got Facebook. The first man to write a book from social media is me. That time we had Orkut, the grandfather of Facebook. That time all my students used to interact with me. I dumped everything together and made a book. That book is called Life Made Simple. It's there on Amazon. The Life Made Simple book, when I published it, what did I do? Collected a lot of information from my students. Who are my teachers? My students. So each one of you will give different subjects. So I have a philosophy student, I have a science student. What do? Both are in same space, right? So what will happen? Automatically it will mix. That's the answer for my student who asked a wonderful question. Where does it stop? Where I don't get an answer in physics, philosophy will give answers. And if I can convince my knowledge to somebody else, that's called philosophy. So there is a poetry called Eros Philos Agape. What is my poetry name? Philos to Agape. Poetry is Philos to Agape. Have any idea about this? No. Philos is the blind love during the teenage. Hidden love, hiding with love. And after that you get a license. Now when you walk with your girlfriend or boyfriend, somebody will ask, why are you walking with her now? Now after getting married, you don't take your wife, they will ask you, why are you not taking your wife? It just reverses. And a day will come without wife you cannot live. No, today it will not be that. Without Wi-Fi you cannot live will come. Okay. Understood. I wrote a poetry on this. So Philos to Agape. That is what science and philosophy is. All of you write Kalam, K-A-L-A-M. There is a beautiful poet. Kalam. Write it reverse, it becomes Malak. Kalam, Malak, DrTPS. You will get a poetry there. Malak means Malaka. The Malayalam word Malaka came from word Malak, which is in Hebrew. So I wrote Malak in Arabic means when they put this parda, the gel, the glittering item which you put on your sari and all, it's called a malak. So I wrote my decoration to Kalam, who is a malak. My malak to Kalam, the malak was my poetry. We lived together, same hostel, traveled together sometime. His 2020 vision, I was in the advisory board. His website designer was my student. Okay. He was a great man, not with great knowledge, but with great of humility inside. A great teacher. I wrote that now everybody has got, what is it called? Hairstyle which goes up. But he had a spike down. Okay, good enough. Thank you so much for not disturbing me too much. So I can be contacted on 950. No, don't write down. So far you are not written. Now you are writing. All of you hold your hands like this. I'll tell my number only once. You will have to repeat it after that. I'll ask you, right? I'll tell you how the method of learning. 10 numbers, right? I'll tell first 3 numbers, then 2 numbers, then maybe 3 number, 1 number like that. But you can repeat it yourself once. 950 internal 950 20. So all the 5 numbers you repeat. 388. Now all the 8 numbers you repeat. 75. Now 10 numbers. You tell your friend. Acharyat Padamadate, 1/4 knowledge only I gave. Padam Shishya Sumedhaya, you repeated, you got 1/4. Padam sa Brahmacharibhya. Brahmacharibhya means talk to your friend. Everything you have to learn talking to your friend. Then it becomes inside you. Padam Kalakramanacha. So what's my number? So easy to remember, right? Learning becomes so simple when you repeat it. Thank you so much. I don't know, this is what you wanted?
Yes, it was very
Helpful? Useful? What's your name?
I'm Nivedya.
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 My daughter-in-law is also Nivedya. Nivedya is my daughter. Where do you know that? Where are you from?
Aluva, Kochi.
I was there last week. In Aluva, started a grandma childcare Shiksha Gurukulam. That's my concept on education. I started that in Aluva.
Thank you, DrTPS, for the very delightful session. It was very inspiring and eye-opening for all of us.
Yeah.
Now I would like to call upon Parvana to the stage to deliver the vote of thanks.
One of them.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we come to the close of this enlightening session, it is my distinct